the United States' top diplomat, reassuring its oldest ally in the region. Backdropped by territorial disputes in the South China Sea, Washington is assuring Manila that the U.S. will send help should Philippine territories come under threat. Dale De Vera with the story.
As expected, the conversation was serious when President Rodrigo Duterte and U.S. Secretary of State Michael Pompeo discussed security and regional stability. But presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo says there was room for light-hearted talk.
I remember when the president was talking about what he is doing for this country, pati yung mga controversial na galaw niya, pati yung cursing niya, the Secretary of State said, "You're just like our president." Nitawanan kami.
During his visit to the Department of Foreign Affairs, Pompeo assured the government that the U.S. will come to the country's aid if it is attacked. He says the U.S. will honor the Mutual Defense Treaty signed by both countries in 1951.
As the South China Sea is part of the Pacific, any armed attack on Philippine forces, aircraft, or public vessels in the South China Sea would trigger mutual defense obligations under Article 4 of our Mutual Defense Treaty.
Article 4 of the treaty requires the two countries to attend to common dangers in their territories based on their respective constitutional processes. Malacanang welcomed the statement. The palace says this is the first time an American official issued a policy statement that the U.S. will follow to the letter the Mutual Defense Treaty in case the Philippines is attacked. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana has called for a review of the treaty to check if the decades-old pact still applies to the current situation, especially with a dispute in the West Philippine Sea. Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Locsin says there is no need to revisit the treaty.
In vagueness lies the best deterrence. And what is there, and how do you flesh out that vagueness? I don't believe that going down into the details is the way the sincerity of the American commitment will be shown. They will respond depending on the circumstances, but we are very assured.
For News 5, Dale De Vera, We're One News.